Titan Trivia Land. What is going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? Welcome to another episode of Titan Aftermath. It is good to be back here the night after the number one contenders match for the very impressive number one contenders match where Chris Diaz has beaten Antonio Chavez to now become the number one contender facing Robert Kashner, the champ, at the Free for All Weekend Championship week at the end of the month. So, how's everybody doing today? The announcement was made about 10 minutes ago. With the announcement today that the MVP award, which we are making our Heisman, was announced to the three candidates this year for the MVP. Of course, we've talked about this year in general and how it's been a stellar year, and for the first time, we are honoring the MVP award. The three nominees this year have given incredible performances, and we are going to talk about each of them. So let's go ahead and break down the nominees. Robert Kashner, 3-0 this year, double champ. He won the championship here, and he won one at Jack of All Trivia. Has had a killer year, and he's been killing it. And I think the fact of the matter is of that. We'll talk about that in a second. Myself, Christopher Day, coming into the heel and everything that we've done, this is probably the best year I've had possibly my entire career. It's been a while, but it's good to be on that list, and the first-time nominee also for MVP. Then Chris Diaz, the unbreakable rookie of the year, the breakthrough star who has been around and has really shown up. And the fact of the matter is that he has really made approach to wanting to be. But let's go ahead and break down some of the people who are just short. Number one right now, Antonio Chavez. I know he's had a really good career. A lot of people are surprised that he got the nomination snub ahead of that person. The biggest thing I can say about that is the fact that he did have a really impressive season so far, and he still is. That fact of that is, when you look at the year he's had a really stellar year. It's just how the playing game works. So when you look at all these guys and say who has had the biggest season this year, honestly, in my honest opinion, I think Robert Kastner is going to take this, because this has been probably one of the best careers in seasons a competitor in fan trivia has ever had from Robert Kastner. Ryan Payne might have done the opposite last year and might have shocked the world when he did what he did. And that was terrific. And that was great. But Robert Kastner also had a stellar year. 43 points this season. Unheard of. 3-0. Championship here, championship over, and Jack of All Trivia, who he defeated Chris Diaz for. Championship tag team stuff, opportunities, and everything. But anyway, it was a killer year. And the opportunity that Robert Kastner has had is legendary. And he is possibly going to be defending this at Mania, depending on how the match goes. But it's unanswered on how the career he's had and how he's made that impact. And that is terrific. So I will amend that. Myself, this wasn't the year I was really expecting, to be honest. And I'm not going to say that as a biased opinion because of the year I've had. The 50th match was incredible. But I really didn't see this year going that well for me. I'm coming back after the old Titan. But yeah, so the opportunity of that was incredible. I'm very grateful for that. This has been a stellar year for heel. The heel turn was really unexpected. A lot of people didn't see that coming in the match with me and Robert. Really could have been either way. So considering that. Chris Diaz. Let's talk about Chris because I think that the biggest thing for me is how good he is. He is terrific. And not just the fact of how he's become the breakthrough now star of the year. He TK'd Grant Gregory, which has never been happened before in the history of this. So that's also depending on that for that. But if we look at when we predict it, I think Robert Castner will take the cake. We don't know what the voting process is right now, but don't underestimate any of these guys. But I think it's Robert Castner's here. That being said, coming up we have some big matches. Of course we will have a aftermath special discussing the free for all and who will win the free for all. But that being said, I just wanted to share my reaction and stuff like that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, stay classy, my friend.